Ali, let me tell you a tale.
Let me get ready.
Okay. No, not that tale. Well,
no.
kind of. It's a story.
A bedtime story?
It's a bedtime story. It's a tale of two wags by Wagatha Christie. Chapter 1. On a quiet Wednesday morning in the UK, a soccer wag by the name of Coleen Rooney took to social media to drop an absolute bombshell. This is amazing. See, she's the wife of beloved English footballer Wayne Rooney, and she told her 1.3 million followers that she was being backstabbed by someone she considered a lifelong friend. Now, she explained it in a rather long post that someone she knew was selling her private life to the press. So, Ali, she laid a trap. For 5 months, she restricted who could view her Instagram stories. Sorry, let's turn the page here.
Meant to be reading the book.
And posted false photos in the hope of weeding out that perpetrator. And lo and behold, her suspicions were right on the money. And so she revealed the rat in the most millennial way possible, Ali. What's that you say? On social media.
So why are you reading a book?
Shush now. Ousting fellow wag, her name was Rebecca Vardy. That's right, she named and shamed. Soon, a storm was brewing over England, and I'm not talking about Brexit. And gossip columnists all over the world were sitting back and enjoying the tea while the very public row kept on giving. Now, within the hour, the socialite Rebecca Vardy had tweeted back, blaming the leaks on, of course, hackers, that old chestnut, and saying that she was disgusted. And she even had to deny the claims, especially when she's quote-unquote heavily pregnant. I've heard Jane use that excuse. Sadly for her, though, the Twitter sphere was simply not buying it and said praising Rooney for her amazing detective skills as a wag turned super sleuth, now dubbed Wagatha Christie. The Juicy Fruit feud got pretty much everyone talking, and among those reaching for the popcorn was, of course, as you just saw then on the screen, Netflix, with its UK and Ireland account tweeting, "We're going to have to make a documentary about this, aren't we? Isn't that just fabulous?" And that is the end of our tale.
And all I need to do is go, yep.
Oh, yes, it was. It was upside down.
Way.
Reading. It's fundamental. So, where to next for the feuding duo?
And by the way, DC is available for bedtime stories if you're interested.
Library chats.
But to give us a bit more information on this feud, we are joined by social media expert Meg Coffey. A very good morning to you, Meg. Thank you for getting up so early in Perth, by the way.
Oh, pleasure to be here.
How believable is Rebecca's side of the story that it wasn't her leaking this stuff?
Look, I really struggle, and I think a lot of people are really struggling with this one. She doesn't necessarily have the most trustworthy past, shall we say. She is somebody that is known for liking celebrity, and she has appeared on all the TV shows. She's a regular gossip columnist. Some people even think that she writes a secret column. So this seems sort of on brand for her. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say I don't really believe her side of the story. Very convenient, though, isn't it? Hacking.
Yeah, it is. I know. Yeah, people have used it before. The Twitter sphere, I mean, they were pretty impressed by Coleen Rooney's investigative skills. Oh, how good's my speech this morning?
It's so good.
Yeah, totally. It's like it's got all the elements of a Shakespearean drama. It's absolutely perfect. I think the Wagatha Christie nickname is perfect because what she has done is she has spent so much time sleuthing this, laying the trap, and then using social media in the best way possible to go, do you know what? Busted, and here are the receipts. I have proof that you're the one that did this.
So, I mean, let's break this down. You've got these are two wags, so two wives, girlfriends of footballers in the UK. Why? Like, how do you see it playing out, and why are we so interested?
Oh, I think we're interested because it's a fun, salacious story with a very obvious good guy and a very obvious bad guy. And it's something to follow along, and it's fun and lighthearted compared to the rest of the news that we're dealing with. How do I see this playing out? It's not going anywhere. There's a third one that's been dragged into it today going, I don't believe her, I do believe you. And everybody is, they're not willing to let this one go anytime soon. Coleen Rooney is she's seen as the good guy. She stood by her man in all the bad times the cheating, all of those kinds of things. Whereas Rebecca Vardy doesn't necessarily have that same love in her community that Rooney does.
Well, we really appreciate your time this morning in helping us sort this out, Meg. And I actually don't know why you're still sitting here and you're not at the airport with the 60 Minutes crew.
On my way over.
Straight over there to sort this out once for all and just get deep dive into this.
Has not captured my attention like it has captured yours.
Well, I will take that 60 Minutes crew. No. Stay with us this morning. Up next, the Unlikely Thrill Seekers 2.